Today we're going to be making something beautiful with resin, but first things first, whenever you work with resin, you have to mix it properly. My favorite resin to use is this 1-to-1 ratio epoxy from Let's Resin. When you get your box of resin, it's going to come with two jugs, a part A and a part B. They're going to be the same size. Open up your jugs and make sure your workspace is completely level. You want to make sure that your table is level, so check it with a level because resin is self-leveling. You want to wear nitrile gloves, long sleeves, work in a well-ventilated area, and wear a respirator mask. And then you're going to pour your part A into your mixing cup first. That's this part here. And then you're going to pour in your part B. It's equal parts A and B by volume, and it's critical that you measure your parts A and B right on the nose because if your parts A and B are off even just a little bit, your resin will not set up properly. So when I'm pouring my resin into my mixing cup, I'm squatting down to eye level, making sure I'm hitting the marks, the measurement marks on the side of the cup right on the nose, so my parts A and B are completely equal. And sorry if my voice gets a little raspy throughout this video. I am getting over a cold, so bear with me on that. So you take your spatula. I like to use a plastic or a silicone spatula because the wooden stir sticks are not sealed. They're not treated in any way, so they will leak air into your resin. And I mix this up for 3 minutes, mixing slowly, scraping the bottom of the cup, scraping the sides of the cup, scraping off the stir stick, really incorporating those parts A and B together and mixing slowly, not trying to whip it up and introduce a bunch of air bubbles into it, just taking your time and mixing slowly. You can also do a figure 8 mixing motion. A lot of people like to do that when they're mixing up their resin. And whenever I work with resin, I'm always working on quite a few projects. So I like to mix up 16 ounces. So that would be 8 ounces part B, 8 ounces part A. But if you're just starting out, I recommend doing 2 or 4 ounces to start out. So if you want 2 ounces of resin, you'll do 1 ounce part A, 1 ounce part B, or for 4 ounces of resin, it'll be 2 ounces part A, 2 ounces part B, and then mix it up for 3 minutes. And after you're done mixing, just like this, take a new clean cup and scrape every single drop out of your mixing cup into your new clean cup. This is called the double cup mixing technique, and it works fantastic to mix up your resin because it's going to ensure your resin is completely mixed. But it is critical that you get every single drop of resin out of that first cup that you mixed up for 3 minutes. Now we're going to mix for another 3 minutes, and you're just same thing, mixing slowly. You could do a figure 8 motion if you want, scrape the bottom of the cup, scrape the sides of the cup, scrape off the stir stick, and mix for another 3 minutes. From start to finish, when I do my resin, it takes me about 10 minutes to mix it completely. So if you mix your resin this way, if you're new to resin, the double cup mixing technique like I'm showing in this video is going to ensure your resin is completely mixed. After I mix up my resin, or after my resin's mixed for another 3 minutes, I run it through this bubble remover from Let's Resin. It works fantastic to get bubbles out of your resin. It's very easy to use. I have a tutorial showing how to use it. I'll link that down below in the description box if you want to go check it out. It's plug in, put the lid on, press the power button, and you can see it works like magic to pop the bubbles in your resin. And this machine works well with medium viscosity resin. And the Let's Resin epoxy that I like to use is a medium viscosity. I took 2 ounces of clear out of one of my cups that I ran through my bubble remover, poured some into this little spouted pouring cup from Let's Resin, mixed in about a teaspoon of this neon green glitter, and now we're going to pour our resin dragonfly. We're going to be making this in 2 layers. So the first layer, all we're doing today is outlining the line details in this holographic dragonfly silicone mold. And these little spouted pouring cups from Let's Resin work fantastic for this. I'll link them down below in the description box as well. You get a huge pack of them and they work great. What I like to do is fill my cup up about 2/3 of the way with my glitter, pour until I run out, just like this, and then I will add a little bit more as I need. Don't fill these cups all the way up to the rim or all the way up to the top because it is harder to get a nice controlled pour if you overfill these cups. So even filling it up halfway and then just adding more as you need to, as you run out, like I am here. You can see my little cup off to the right here. That is where I mixed up my green glitter. And then I just take that and fill up this little spouted pouring cup as I go because it's easier to pour this and pour these detailed areas if the cup is not all the way full. And that's really it. Super simple and easy for this first layer. The Let's Resin epoxy works great for these. We're going to let this layer cure overnight, and then we'll be back tomorrow to finish it up. Here we are the next day. I had about 2 ounces of clear in my cup. I added just a few dashes of some iridescent blue glitter, and I'm just going to fill up this mold the rest of the way. That green that we poured yesterday is cured, and with this, you want to just kind of slightly underfill it, just like this, and then let it self-level on its own. You can see I didn't overfill it, and the time lapse, it'll self-level and fill up on its own. It's always easier to add a little bit more if you need to than it is to take it out of the mold. And that's it for layer number 2. Let it cure overnight. Here we are the next day getting ready to take this resin dragonfly out of the mold. So these molds are holographic. So they have this gorgeous rainbow holographic effect inside the mold. So anything you make inside this mold is going to turn out holographic just like this dragonfly. And I like to turn these into sun catchers. This dragonfly was actually a custom order, so I wasn't able to film turning it into a sun catcher because I needed to ship out her order. But here's a finished example of how they look. I take my little drill 2 holes at the top of the wings, screw in some eye screws, attach my glass crystal beads, and turn it into a sun catcher. And I have a tutorial showing step by step how I do this as well. I'll link that video down below in the description box. But here's how they look all finished out. I hope you give this project a try. It's so fun and so easy to do. And definitely check out Let's Resin. They have everything you need to do resin, and discount code NAPTIME will give you a discount. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Naptime Creations, and I will see you guys soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.